Correct.
Uh, that was part of the evidence submitted by NGC.
But that was 2016.
No, yes, they abandoned in 2016 based on the information they submitted to the commission
Yes.
as part of their petition.
At yun yung information that I read in your document from the website that according to Henry C. and Robert Cuyuto, they abandoned the share swap.
That is correct. It's in fact part of the order, Your Honor.
I read it.
It's
I read it.
reflected there.
And that's the reason why I'm challenging them eh. Pakita nila sa akin share swap eh, na nag-file sila eh. Di ba? Wala eh. Abandon nyo po eh. So, okay. Punta na po tayo sa sunod. Okay, Transco. May tanong lang po ako sa Transco. Kasi po, dito po, eto, tingin ko wala namang kasalanan ng NGCP dito. Wala kayong kasalanan dito. Ang may kasalanan dito, concession agreement, yung concession natin, agreement natin. Kasi, yung pong ating concession fee is $3.9 billion. At ang equivalent noon, during that time, na ang foreign exchange is $1 to 42 pesos and 75 cents. Nakapeg tayo doon. Nakapeg. Ibig sabihin, ang babayaran nila, 42 pesos and 75 cents mula 2009 hanggang 2034. Question, what do you think about this agreement, this provision, na kung saan nakapeg po tayo sa 42.75? Ang binabayaran po sa atin ng ating pong concessionaire ay nakapix. Walang provision na dapat is merong escalation. Kasi nadadagdagan yung assets natin eh. Bumibili tayo ng mga real property eh. Di ba? Nag-ano tayo, nag-escalate yung ating mga yung ating mga assets eh. But in here, because of this, nawawalan po tayo ng malaking pera. And it is violative of EPIRA law. Particularly, Republic Act 9136, Section 47. Paki-ano mo nga yung yung number 7, please. Number 6 pala. Number 6. Sige, number 6. Ayan, sa number 6 po, yan po yung concern. Kasi kanina sabi niyo 163 billion. Hindi ko alam kung sino ang tama dito. 168. So, sabihin na lang natin 168.9 billion. Nakapeg po tayo sa 42 pesos and 75 cents. So, ito po sinasabi ng EPIRA. Next tayo. Ang sabi ng EPIRA, 9136, Section 47A, pag pinrivatize po natin yung NPC, ito na nga, pinrivatize na po natin transmission. The privatization value to the national government of the NPC generation assets, real estate, other disposable assets, as well as IPP contracts shall be optimized. Ang sabi, yung privatization value, kailangan i-maximize natin. At ito po, sinabi pa, sa ating implementing rules and regulation, Rule 22, Section 11A, sa Transco privatization, sinabi, yung award shall result in maximum present value of proceeds to the national government. Transco, ang tanong, having said this, na sinasabi natin sa Republic Act 9136, don't you think that the concession agreement pertaining to this peg na forex exchange natin na 42.75 is in violation of this Republic Act that I mentioned?
Mr. Chair, if you will allow, may I defer the answer to President Dennis of PISAM.
Sige po. Sige, anybody can answer from PISAM.
Mr. Chair, I understand where Congressman Fernandez is coming from, right? That and I can only assume what government did during that time. Since the bid was in dollars and the 25% of the fee was also paid upfront, which was paid in dollars, the 75% is remaining to be paid over a 20-year period, however in pesos. I can only assume that government at that time agreed to peg it at 42 pesos such that to maintain the value of the $3.95 billion winning bid.
But
That is my assumption, Mr.
yeah,
Chair.
but my question is, kasi binabanggit sa 47A, privatization value must be maximized, sabi. Lahat ng mga assets natin, di ba? At kailangan yung award niyan, kung bibigay natin sa concessionaire, kailangan magresulta sa maximum present value. Proceeds to the national government. Di ba? So, ang tanong, medyo unfair to sa government dahil nakapeg tayo sa 42 pesos.
Again, I can only assume that government at that time agreed with those terms, Mr. Chair, and government at that time
Yeah.
agreed that it was receiving the maximum value for the asset, Mr.
And
Chair.
during that time, Attorney Mucha, you were the PISAM Acting Assistant Corporate Secretary. Was it
Mr.
correct?
Chair, I was assigned to I was working for the Office of the Government Corporate Council.
Yeah. Ano ka? Acting, ano ka? Sa PISAM ka nun?
I was with the Office of the Government Corporate
Hindi,
Council.
hindi ka PISAM?
I assisted my boss, then Government
Agra.
Corporate Council,
Si Agra.
when he was acting.
Were you not able to try to what do you call that? Study that it is in violation of the EPIRA?
Mr. Chair, as Corporate Secretary then, the Government Corporate Council only took minutes. And that was also the duties assigned to me.
So hindi kayo na-involved dun sa paggawa ng concession agreement?
Mr. Chair, if I'm not mistaken, that was in 2007, the drafting, no.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Punta po tayo dun sa page 8. Sa ERC po, pakicheck nyo lang po yan. Yung bidding na conducted by ERC para po sa second regulatory period, 2006 to 2010. Yan po yung projected na kikitain. Hindi, actually, ayan na. Yan na yung ating gross na revenue. 2006, 35 billion. 2007, 37 billion. 38 billion, 39 billion. Alam na yung kita natin nung 2006 to 2010 bago pa nila i-bid. Bago pa in-award to. So, alam na po ng mga mananalong bidders na kikita talaga sila. So ngayon, ang ating pong tatanungin na yung Transco. Ang Transco kasi, next page. Ang Transco projected an income from 2009 to 2034 if not privatized. Paano sila nakapag-project? Because of that page that I showed a while ago, kasi nga may approve na ang ERC na maximum annual revenue at meron ng alam kung magkano na yung gross revenue yearly. So na-project nila 2009 to 2034 that if not privatized, 341.36 billion yung ating pong kikitain. Compare natin doon sa total proceeds from privatization na 168.9 billion or 3.9 billion. In other words, Mr. Chairman, hindi ko naman sinisisi ang NGCP, wala akong sinisisi dito. Sinasabi lang po natin ang difference that we lost 172.5 billion because we privatize. Pero ako to, hindi ko sinasabi yung government before at hindi ko rin sinasabi ang NGCP ngayon. But yun lang po ang observation natin na ang sinasabi ng batas, Republic Act 9136, the award shall result in maximum present value of proceeds to the national government. This was not considered. Punta tayo sa next page. Ito yung sinasabi natin franchise tax. Tatanungin ko po ang Transco. Kasi kanina po natin pinag-uusapan na sinasabi ng NGCP, nagbabayad po sila ng 3% franchise tax. Tama po to, Attorney Sagayo, di ba ba? Nagbabayad po tayo ng 3%
Franchise tax.
franchise tax. Magkano po yan? For example, yung 2016 hanggang 2020 po.
3% franchise tax.
Opo, yung
Mr.
3% po, ano po yung equivalent po? Taon-taon.
Chairman. Can I ask our finance too?
2016 na lang po to 2020. Is it 1.6 billion? 1.4 1.6 billion. Total of your franchise tax? Is it correct? O, ganito na lang po. Sige.